DD214 Network podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Network is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now, because we have you.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Cleary. Yes, you came to defend your title. Good job. Welcome back. How the hell have you been doing? How's everybody else doing?
Hanging in.
Yeah.
How are you guys? How are you guys this week?
Hanging in, falling out,
Trying
to walk, trying to get my circulation back.
Well, I mean, Clean, if you'd stop letting people shove dicks up your ass, you'd probably be able
I
to
was
walk better.
gonna say, is life kind of fucking you right now, or what?
It pays good.
$20 is $20. I mean, you ain't wrong on that one, John.
So Cleary came in and like took you out, which is crazy.
Yeah, Cleary came and took the fucking title back because, I mean, we talked about it last week. He used to be the first one every week, so
he was slacking. He was definitely
slacking. He dropped off for a bit there, but it's good to see you back, my guy.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
It's always good to have you guys here. Always.
Absolutely. So welcome everybody. I got to bring something up, and I have to bring it up at the top of the show because I know you guys are going to find it as ridiculous as I find it. Have you been following what Cards Against Humanity?
Yes, in Texas.
Yeah, and who they're suing because someone is dumping material on their land.
Yep.
So are you familiar with this, Squeezy?
No, what the fuck's going on?
So we're going to go back to 2017 real quick. And in 2017, Cards Against Humanity made a campaign for people to pay like $15 in order for them to do stunts and pranks and stuff like that. One of those stunts was buying a piece of land that touches the border of Mexico and Texas. And the purpose was, in their words, is to make it absolutely inconvenient for Trump to work on that plot of land.
Stupid fucking wall.
Yeah. in those words,
right.
They said preposterous. The word was preposterous that they used. And so Elon Musk has decided to start dumping material on that piece of land. All related to SpaceX, and Cards Against Humanity fired back with, "Go fuck off. We'll see you in court."
Yep.
So if you were part of this 2017 campaign, you could go to Elon Musk owes me $100 or something like that, and you could claim $100 from Elon Musk if they win the lawsuit.
Jesus Christ, dude! If you donated, that's hilarious. That is like troll level 1000, dude.
Yeah, it's funny. I think it's funny as hell.
It's CAHSuesMusk.com.
Nice.
No, there's another website. I'll get it for you right now. Oh, what am I doing? I have the link over here. Why am I Googling this shit? So the website.
There's the website.
That's not the website. It's Elon owes you $100.com.
So it's Elon Musk owes you $100.com and CAH suesmusk.com both go to the same landing page.
Oh, no shit. Well, there you go, folks. Go get your $100 if you donated.
Because
for the wall.
Here I'll show.
Hilarious. And you know they're going to win too, because like there's nothing out there. So if there's any trash at all, if there's any garbage at all, like
it's gonna fall back on
it's
Elon
gonna fall
Musk.
back on it's gonna fall back on SpaceX. Yeah, because there's nothing there. It's just a patch of fucking dirt in like on the border of fucking Texas.
And they weren't planning on doing anything with that patch of land either. It was just gonna be there.
He's gonna fucking sit there. That's all it was. He's gonna fucking sit there.
Yeah, so that's happening. But I hope everyone had a good week. I'm still recovering from last weekend's 420 Expo, which was.
Can you give us like a little rundown and like tell us about it? Like how did you enjoy it? What all did you see? What all did you do?
So to start off first, some merch didn't make it the way it was supposed to make it.
As far as what for us?
Well, it was for Bong Rips and Video Games that day. So we ordered stickers and they came out this size.
Yeah, I remember you told you
that was kind of upsetting. We had the keychains, and the keychains were a big hit. All the keychains were gone halfway through the day. And then we had these prayer cards.
I like that. I did like that. I love those.
So those. These have actually smoking etiquette rules in here. And one thing that I will say that Bong Rips and Video Games, we're working on publishing a smoking etiquette book at the moment. You know, so that's something that we've been thinking about doing just to have a little fun. So we gave out those cards and those were a hit. I'm actually wearing merch that I got from there. First, I got free weed. That was awesome. I got free merch. VIP section was awesome. Got to meet guys like Brian O'Halloran, yeah, from Clerks.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, really nice guy.
He wasn't Randall.
He's not Randall. He's the other guy.
Yeah, what was it? God damn it. What was his name?
Hold on.
God damn it. I know who you're talking about. I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
Dante.
That's right. Yeah. Thank you.
Dante. So he was really cool.
Google's your friend, Jay.
Yeah, he was very he was very quick in the conversation. I think if you're going to engage in war for civilians or non-combatants and shouldn't be targeted.
Wait,
okay.
What are we talking about? Like
I mean, we haven't gotten to that energy there, but yeah.
I don't even know where that's coming from because we're specifically trained in the Army to not fucking shoot civilians. Like, believe it or not, even us imperialist United States Army veterans, like, no, you're not supposed to fucking shoot at civilians. Of course, they're non-combatants. If they had a weapon or a radio in their hand or a cell phone and they're giving your position away, then they become combatants. Is that okay with you, LA Thorne? Whoever you are, is that okay with you?
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming. But, we hadn't quite gotten to that energy level yet.
Yeah, can we try to stay on topic, LA? Can we try to stay on fucking topic, please?
Just slow down.
You're gonna get Jay worked up like way too fucking early in the show.
And we got stuff to get Jay worked up on too. That's the thing.
Fucking A.
Did you know that cannabis poisoning is a real thing medically? Yes, I actually do know that, Brandon, and it's actually a problem. And one of the biggest things with that is factory grown molds from cannabis sitting around or not being treated the way that it's supposed to, not getting the chemicals that it's supposed to be eating, and it grows certain molds. I have gotten. Oh shit! You just joined LA Thorne. Well, fuck yeah! And what's really crazy, Cleary, is that I've gotten sick from cannabis poisoning before. You know, it is a thing, and it makes you feel like shit. You know, so if you
had moldy weed, John,
I have, and if you got weed that looks like moss,
don't smoke it.
Throw it in the toss.
Don't smoke it.
Throw it in the toss.
If you see something that looks like a white,
smoke it and then go beat up your fucking dealer because they just sold you some fucking crap shit.
If you've got growth on your nuggets and it looks like a white spider web or like a wispy, piece of cotton or something, like to that extent, like do not fucking smoke that shit. It just went bad. It just went fucking bad. Like
LA Thorn, hold that thought real quick. Third ID, fucking Hua. Let's go. Fort
go.
Benning or Fort
Tanker.
was it? So wait, is what
Third
was it,
ID,
Fort?
2nd Battalion. Yeah, that's 19 kilos a tanker.
Yeah, but wait, there was two third IDs. There was one that I was in over in Kelly Hill and Fort Benning and Fort Stewart.
Fort Stewart, yeah, is the main one. I think Fort Stewart's the main one.
Yeah, I actually knew a tanker. Kyle Brown, one of the best tankers I ever knew.
There we go.
Best job you ever had.
In with the save there. 164 is Stewart.
Oh, fucking Hua. Let's fucking go. Third ID for the win. I mean, I got my
that was Cleary's first duty station. That's why he knows.
Yeah, look at that. I got my third ID patch right here in my fanny pack all day.
A broken TV set, man. I love it.
All day.
I love it.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. But yeah, I mean the energy was good. The music was great. The food was even better. There was a lot of people having a good time. It was a big smoke session for people who imbibed in that kind of world. One of the coolest things I got to see was one of the funniest things that happened was that there was a guy named Chronic Exotic, and he was a glass maker, and he was making pipes and stuff right in front of you. So he comes up to me with like this dab tool. I'm having a conversation with him. He tries to sell it to me for $5, and I've already spent like $150 already, and I couldn't spend another $5, you know? So I felt bad. So at the after party, Gio, my compatriot, was at the after party with him, and that guy gave him the piece that he was going to sell me.
Just gave it to him?
Just gave it to him, unbeknownst to him that me and him worked together. That's so it was you know, things you know, work in full circle.
Things work out. Yeah, it worked out.
You know, but yeah, it was a good time. We had fun. I actually found something out about myself. I took an allergy test.
And what'd you find?
I am allergic
to bullshit.
I'm allergic to green ash trees.
To what?
Green ash trees.
Okay, so you're allergic to the fucking earth. Got it.
And which leads to me to be allergic to pears, bananas, melons, and kiwis.
So I like melons.
Interesting.
So we have finally got to the answer of why I have such a strong. No, I like BS. I like eating BS because I like hearing other people's perspectives.
We do.
Yeah.
And LA Thorn, welcome. We do appreciate having you here, and keep it up in the chat box, because like that keeps us going too. So thank you.
Yeah, and let me tell you something.
Shit every once in a while in the chat, but you know, we definitely appreciate your views.
He says I hate tits. My wife's got 2 of them. I don't know. Well, yeah. Let me not make it awkward. Yeah.
So yeah, let's back on track here, John. So apparently you're allergic to fucking everything.
Yeah. Fruits. I'm allergic to fruits.
We gotta get that figured. It's so funny to me that we've cured all these fucking diseases, and we still don't really have anything that takes away allergies.
Yeah.
We have not figured out like a cure for allergens.
So,
which is really weird. It kind of weirds me out. Like,
because what was it, last week or the week before, we had the whole fucking talk about lactose and whey allergies and all that shit. Well,
yeah, like I'm allergic to cats, and I got Fred the cat, but all I do is take an over the counter pill for like every 24 or 36 hours.
My thing is, growing up, I had severe cat allergies to the point where I had to get an injection monthly.
Mm-hmm.
And just by owning cats over the years, I no longer have that fucking allergy anymore.
Yeah.
Like medically, there's not really a way for allergies to be cured.
Right.
Except if you deal with or handle what you're allergic to on a constant enough basis with medication to keep you from going into anaphylaxis or breaking out, eventually your body builds up an immunity to that allergy.
Right. That is right.
So, you know, being allergic to bananas, you just need to shove a few more long things in your throat and you'll be okay.
Like sausage.
No, like bananas.
Like a soubrette.
Like a fucking banana.
Like a dick.
Yeah. Or that.
And LA Thorn, it's okay for you to have a fucked up sense of humor. Like, that's exactly what the fuck we do here, too.
Yeah,
like,
no,
Nothing's really off limits here. Nothing's really off limits. We have a warning at the beginning for a reason. Okay, so
he says he blames the army. That they're listen. If you had it before and you joined,
I got to backtrack to a Clary statement here.
What did he say?
He said, "I thought you said green ass trees." I was like, "Isn't that all of them?" Yes, it is all of them. John is straight up allergic to the fucking entire planet. Okay,
no, green ash.
Ash.
Green ash.
I heard you say ash.
I heard
John.
ass tea.
I heard ash too. John, I heard you say ash. I heard you. I heard you.
Yeah, green ash. No, I didn't say green ass.
I know
green
you said
ash
green
trees.
Ash.
No,
I know.
Oh yeah, so I'm allergic to green ash trees, and yeah, it's fucked. It's fucked. And New Jersey, this was given information from our friend the Daily Bread. New Jersey has the biggest set of green ash trees ever.
Of course, and that's where you live. So
yeah,
that's fucking God's fucking joke on you for being born there, right?
Yeah.
Like,
you know what, Cleary? When you're a couple shades away from 40, you just don't care anymore.
Yep, you'll take it. You'll take it.
I'm almost there, dude.
You'll take it straight up Main Street too someday, Cleary. Just wait. You'll take it too.
Yeah, the give a damn kind of breaks eventually.
$20 is $20, Cleary.
Damn,
dude.
why are we name dropping avenues now?
Speaking of New Jersey, did you see the picture of actually, you know what? Let me send it to the group chat because I have it. I have it on my fucking phone. I'm gonna send this. I want you to put it up. Did you see the picture of how many people?
Off.
Did you see the picture of how many people watched that fucking Bruce Springsteen concert that was like there the other day, John?
That shit was insane.
Dude, yeah, like just a mass of fucking humanity. You know what I mean?
Fuck Springsteen.
It's what? Wait, what the fuck did you just say? The fuck did you just say, Joe? Did you say fuck Springsteen? I'm gonna get my goddamn fucking hoopty ass piece of shit right now and drive out to North Carolina just to smack your face, dude.
I need Stone Vet here to do.
Challenge fucking accepted.
Stone Vet does this thing where he says
your car has to be able to make it here first.
That's not. We'll figure that out when we get there.
You know what? Stone Vet does this thing where they see something or hear something stupid and they'll do like shots fired, doofus on the range. Yeah, you need that right now. I can't believe you right now. I can't believe you,
Joe. Left and right limit. You're way out of bounds.
Oh,
talking shit about Springsteen, dude. Like you're way out of the left and right limits. Like you're shooting to the fucking range over there, dude. Okay, like no. What the fuck?
Y'all take a fucking joke.
It didn't sound like a joke, Joe. It didn't sound like a joke.
When it comes to music, it sounds personal. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and listen to his whole library, but Born in the USA, come on, man.
Born in the USA is a fucking great song. I like some Springsteen stuff.
That whole album is actually a press play album, first off. Second off, he has another album called Darkness on the Edge of Town, which precedes Born in the USA by several years. That is a press play album. That is a press play album. Like
L.A. Thorne, I gotta say, I'm literally 45 minutes above you. My wife and I are obsessed with Asbury Park. So New Jersey in the fucking house. Let's go.
Obsessed with Asbury Park.
I'm not a huge East Coast guy, but I do love me some fucking Boss. I do love me some fucking Boss.
And to be honest, I actually think that's where Springsteen's from, Asbury Park.
Yes,
there you go.
From right fucking there.
Yeah, I was about to say because and for those of you who don't know what Asbury Park is, it's literally one of
fucking LA. You like Slayer and Hatebreed, dude? Like we've talked. Oh,
you're in the right room. You're in the right room right now, man.
Guess who's a huge fucking Slayer fan? Like,
actually, did you hear who's going on tour this week?
Yeah, kind of.
And who's gonna be around for my fucking birthday in Philadelphia?
Who?
Tell him, John.
Limp Bizkit, Pantera, and Metallica.
3 bands I absolutely cannot stand.
I fucking love Limp Bizkit.
Like all 3 of them. All 3 of them.
I fucking love Limp Bizkit. I don't care what anybody says.
But Metallica and Pantera I can get behind. You lost me at fucking Limp Bizkit.
Fuck that.
I love Pantera, but like it ain't Pantera anymore. It's fucking Phil Ensemble and fucking It's Phil Ensemble and Rex and fucking 2 other guys.
But I
the
also
2 other
feel
guys
like,
are good guys. Don't get me wrong.
I also
but
feel
that's
like
not
now
Pantera.
that Pantera is going on concert with Limp Bizkit, going on tour with Limp Bizkit, I've just lost some respect for Pantera or what is left of Pantera
and Lincoln,
because they stooped so low to have to go on tour with fucking Fred Durst.
I was never a fan of
How
Limp Bizkit.
dare you?
I was never a fan of Limp Bizkit. I was never a fan of Linkin Park. Like, holy shit.
See,
Like,
I'm a fan of Linkin Park.
I'm
not a fan of new
I
Linkin
never
Park.
was.
Fuck this crazy bullshit they've got going on now.
I never got into it. But Metallica
that was my teenage years was Linkin Park when they first hit the scene. Like my early teenage years. Like I was 12-ish.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, you'd have
that timeline sounds about right.
You'd probably have to be about 12 to fucking think Linkin Park had anything fucking cool to say. But I get it. You know what I mean?
Well, it was an edgy time. We also had Papa Roach came out at the same time too.
That's basically when I stopped listening to like modern rock and roll because like everything was like,
got sad.
Everything was like, I'll feel sorry for myself and fucking like get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like,
now, if you ask me, I'd rather fucking listen to Slipknot.
Thank you.
Fucking love Slipknot.
Slipknot is fine. Slipknot does just fine.
You can thank Amy for that, Jay.
Dude, because you need some injection of like actual metal.
Because the first fucking concert me and her ever went to, we'd only been together for maybe 6-7 months, and we drove 4.5 hours to go fucking see Slipknot.
That's badass. I actually got to see a fairly special ensemble because the first time I went to see Slayer, they actually opened for Slipknot, which is a very rare occurrence.
Yeah,
like Slayer's.
It was
Slayer opened for Slipknot, and that was like a different kind of like. And Slipknot was fucking. Slipknot was amazing.
They're doing
Volbeat,
It was Volbeat, Gojira, some other fucking band, and then Slipknot.
So the Slipknot. That's the medieval version.
Yeah. I like that.
I mean, Volbeat and Gojira are great. Slipknot's really good. The other, like that third act before, like the act right before Slipknot. No, Volbeat was right before Slipknot. So there was some like Swedish fucking death metal band. Then it was Gojira, then fucking Slipknot, then Volbeat, then Slipknot. And I don't even remember what that first fucking band was because they were just fucking trash.
It happens. I saw
it was probably Linkin Park.
I saw Volbeat open up for Ghost several years ago.
Ghost is cinematically doing so good right now.
What I liked was
Ghost is the shit.
I liked the way that they laid out like who went on when they went on, because Volbeat is kind of that little bit of a calm before the fucking storm, because they're not really metal.
Slipknot is a fucking Volbeat's more like hard rock. It'd be like hard rock.
They're hard / classic rock.
Yeah.
And then you go straight into the fucking Slipknot side of things where you've got fucking Corey Lee Taylor and the band fucking swinging from the fucking rafters.
The way I put it, when I saw Slipknot, Slayer had just opened for them. And the way I described it was Slipknot took like Slayer destroyed the crowd. Slipknot fucking like swept up all the fucking pieces that was left of the crowd, put it into a fucking shredder, and fucking like spit the fucking chunks back out. Like when I walked out of that auditorium that night, this is over 20 years ago, it looked like I had been in a swimming pool. I was covered in sweat. Like my pants were soaked, my fucking shirt was soaked. That was a
yes. I've heard of fucking Baby Metal LA.
So actually,
Baby Metal's fucking awesome.
They're great. They're actually. I heard of them from that "Bring Me the Horizon" song, Kingslayer, which is such a good fucking song, by the way. And they just rock that shit.
I've been familiar with Baby Metal since I think my second deployment, like about 2016, probably. I've been familiar with Baby Metal. And they're still rocking and rolling.
Yeah, I feel like I've been to a festival where they played before. You know, like I didn't see them, but I feel like that they were at one that I've been to. No, but yeah, that tour's happening. One that I'm actually super excited for that's happening that I'm definitely gonna be going to in Madison Square Garden is gonna be the Deftones and the Mars Volta.
Oh shit, that sounds like a good concert.
Yeah,
that sounds like a good concert. I would. That's a concert I would sign up for to do security for.
You want me to see if they got one coming your way?
Actually, yes. Are they going to hit Kansas City?
Because they are. They are actually. Hang on.
Where's it going to be? What's the venue?
I'll let you know right now.
And what's the day?
That's going to be such a good fucking show, man. I'm so excited for that.
I need the venue and the date.
All right, Twitch Shop, Facebook.
Let's do it. Dude, please tell me they're
Here we go. Let's see, California, Las Vegas.
No Kansas City?
No Kansas City. Oh, shit, but they're playing in Newark.
There you go.
Baby!
Sweetie! Hey! Sweetie, I'm gonna have to go give some handies under the bridge tonight. I got to make some money for a concert.
They added a date for the Deftones and Mars Volta, and it's in Newark. Yeah.
So the one we're trying to.
Oh yeah, I know.
They just announced this week our local radio station is at one of our little concert venues. You know, one of those it's all general admission. There's no seating. It's just you pack the house. They only have so many because it's all standing. Jelly Roll.
Nah. Meh. Jelly Roll is like country music for people that like Linkin Park.
Bloodline's that fucking song.
My favorite. I just sang "Seasons in the Abyss" karaoke the other night, so you'll appreciate that. You'll appreciate that, LA. I actually can sing Slayer karaoke, but my favorite Slayer song actually is "Expendable Youth," and my favorite album is probably "Seasons." My favorite album is probably "Seasons," and that's a press play album. That's a motherfucking press play album. That shit hits hard, gut punch, fuck your face, that shit hits. Just saying, dude. Fucking Slayer, dude. Slayer.
Fucking Slayer. Is there anything?
What we got next?
I'm trying.
Joe, what the fuck did you do this week?
What the fuck did you do this week?
Joe? What the fuck did you do?
The same fucking thing we do every week, Pinky. Try to take over the fucking world.
Okay. All right.
I mean, the typical shit, work. Started watching. So while I'm working, I typically pull up a podcast or something to listen to in the background, or I'll have music going on my playlist or a lo-fi playlist or something. While I was listening to Michael Rosenbaum, who played Lex Luthor in Smallville back in the day.
Which podcast? Because he does what, two or three of them?
Yeah, give me a second. I gotta pull exactly it up.
Inside You, I think, is the one.
Inside You with Michael Rosenbaum is the one I was watching.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
It was the episode that just released this week, and it was him and Stephen Amell, and they were talking about they were just, it's that podcast. And I kept seeing things about this show that Stephen Amell went to do after Arrow ended called Heels, which is around small town wrestling, not your big fucking huge fucking bullshit small town wrestling league. And I started watching that fucking show.
This production came after he did all that WWE and AEW stuff, right?
So it was right around that same time.
Yeah.
When he well, no, it was after, because he was still when he did the stuff with Cody Rhodes, when Cody Rhodes was Stardust in WWE.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The character we all love to fucking forget.
Yep. That was a bad idea. That was just a bad idea.
That's exactly. Stardust is the reason why Cody left WWE.
I don't
because they wouldn't let him get out of that fucking character.
And he had them fucking Zelda pants for 3 months before he even left, hanging in his locker. He didn't even get to wear them.
For for all the things that they did well over the years, Vince McMahon really shat the bed a few times on sleeping on good wrestlers. You know what I mean? Sleeping on good storylines.
Sleeping with them too.
Let's not even get to the actually sleeping with them.
Well, speaking of that, there is a documentary that comes out on Netflix this week about
that. It does. On the 25th, yep.
So
On my anniversary, actually. My wife and I are celebrating 17 years.
please tell me you're not in the shower while
wheelers,
watching our fucking podcast, Cleary.
Fucking A.
That's a little weird. And you might just give John a boner.
I've had one the whole show.
Hey man, I'm like twice divorced and recently single from a different relationship. Like, I will always applaud people. I will always applaud people that stick it out and fucking like make it down like the long, cold, dark, hard ass fucking road together.
Yeah. So
like, I will always applaud.
So
that.
Squeezy, I gotta ask though, were there any like really notable cameos on the show that you noticed?
CM Punk.
Oh no shit.
He was within the first 4 episodes of the first season. He was on there. I was watching it, and my wife, she's sitting on the fucking couch scrolling fucking Facebook and shit with her AirPods in, because sometimes she'll typically just watch YouTube. She'll watch like People's Court and shit like that on YouTube on her cell phone when I'm watching a show that I want to watch and she's not that interested in. So, you know, she's sitting there and I was like, babe, that's fucking CM Punk. And she's like, no, it's not. And then finally they panned to his full face because it was just like a very brief side shot of his face. And like me being a wrestling fan, I know what CM Punk looks like.
Of course. Well, yeah, he's been around.
Her not being that big of a wrestling fan, you know, just like that side, like bare, like it was maybe like this much of his fucking face. And they had done enough makeup to cover all his tattoos that she didn't really recognize him. But CM Punk, Mankind, or Mick Foley.
Mick Foley. It's my favorite.
Mick Foley was in
my favorite guy. That's my favorite
I'm
guy.
on episode 7 of the first season. There's 8 episodes in season 1 and 2. Episode 7, Mick Foley is a retired wrestler that does a podcast, and he comes to the town that Stephen Amell's wrestling league's in, and he's interviewing Stephen Amell's character for a big event that's coming up at the Georgia State Fair.
What service is this show on?
Netflix.
This is on Netflix.
Yep.
I might check it out. Like, based off of your little review here, I have Netflix.
So I mean, the thing is, it's on Netflix. If you don't like it, you don't like it, Jay. We know how picky you can be sometimes.
Yeah,
I have a feeling I would like this a lot more than fucking a lot of the other shit because it's actually.
This is,
wrestling.
you know, it's
like, you know,
there's a lot of it's like wrestling meets family drama meets fucking, you know, it's kind of got a combination of everything because like the whole backstory is this wrestling league was founded by Stephen Amell and his brother's dad. Their dad passed away, passed the business on to Stephen Amell's character. His younger brother, who was like this big hotshot high school quarterback who got fucked up and ended up losing his fucking college scholarship, his full ride to college and all this stuff. So now he's wrestling also. And there's just this power struggle between the two of them. It's a drama, but it's also
I like
wrestling.
it.
And
Might
you
check
get
that out.
that in-ring action and shit. It's a good show. It's not, I mean, again, it's not a long show because so far there's only been 2 seasons. It was canceled by Stars because it initially was on Stars on cable TV. But it got canceled there. Now Netflix has actually picked it up to continue going after the second season. But we don't know when the new season's going to actually start, like when it's going to air or anything.
right.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was listening to the Inside You with Michael Rosenbaum podcast with Amell, and they were talking about Heels, and I'd seen, you know, previews for Heels before, but it was never on a streaming service I fucking owned. So I never fucking got to actually sit down and watch it. And now I'm watching it. I like it. It's a great show.
I'm gonna have to check that. That I will probably check out.
You
That
just
I will probably check out.
Yeah, you just reminded me too. Well, no pun intended. You want to try the tag team to see what Jay would probably think of the Penguin?
Let me finish up the week real quick, and then we'll jump into that.
You just reminded me too. I watched the fucking Abraham Lincoln show last night too.
I watched the first 2 episodes of Agatha All Along on Disney Plus because The wife wanted to watch it. She's a big fan of the actor that plays Agatha.
Yeah.
So that was meh.
I
But
liked it. I actually really enjoyed that one, to be honest with
the
you.
first 2 episodes, it's the same fucking bullshit that every one of these Disney shows has done. It starts off too fucking slow.
Yeah.
Like the buildup just
Yeah.
it's blah. But then yesterday, me and the wife, we went to the town where she's from. They had their annual fucking Oktoberfest thing yesterday for the start of Oktoberfest, because even though it's technically not October, it is
It's the
start of
season.
Oktoberfest. It's
the
start of
season.
that season.
Yeah.
Um,
All you fucking pumpkin sluts can start coming out of the goddamn fucking woodwork.
so that's where my
fucking
fucking
year.
mug came from,
We're just a couple days out. Shit.
and my T-shirt.
Goddamn pumpkin sluts.
Well, I mean, I'm over here drinking fucking Sam Adams Oktoberfest, so.
Is it
But
good?
it's not a pumpkin beer either, so.
Is it good? Is it good though? But is it tasty, Joe? Is it tasty?
It's one of those things. It's like every year around this time, I always at least have to pick up a 12-pack of it, just for the sake of it's that season.
Fair. Fair is fair. Fair is fair. I can dig it. I can dig it.
But yeah, we did that yesterday, and that was pretty fun. Bunch of live bands. The 2 local breweries in the town, they hosted it. Bunch of food trucks. We ended up not eating at any of the food trucks because we got there like it was from 3 o'clock to 10 last night. We got there like right at 3. And after walking around for fucking 2 hours, we were just like, screw it. We went and sat down. So one of the breweries is a veteran-owned brewery. I've talked about it on the podcast before because they have a tap room. Their tap rooms here in the town we live in. But their brewery's in her hometown, which is like 30 minutes from here. So we went to their actual brewery yesterday after we got tired of walking around and sat there and drank for a little bit. Well, I drank for a little bit. She had Diet Coke because she had like 2 seltzers and then she was just fucking done. She's like, I don't drink that much. I can't do this. And before we went out there, we stopped at our local little dive here and got some food. And I had like 6 fucking Coors Banquets there. Then we went to this Oktoberfest thing. So I probably didn't need to drink as much as I did yesterday.
Hey, it's not. Every once in a while, it's okay to indulge, and if it makes you feel a little less guilty, Joe, on Friday night, I actually went out and I sang karaoke for the first time in like a long time.
Well, like for me, it's the week I typically don't drink, and then on the weekends I'm just fucking pounding.
Well, isn't that kind of what we did in the Army? Like
exactly. Like during your work week, you didn't fucking drink too much.
Right.
But then weekends you were just fucking knocking that shit back.
Well, my parents are in town, or they were in town, and they decided to take me out to dinner on Friday after I got off work. So they took me to dinner, and then I was like, well, I appreciate you guys taking me to dinner. Like, if you want, can you just drop me off at my local watering hole? Because there was a birthday party that night, and it also happened to be karaoke night at the bar. So I ended up getting dropped off by my parents after dinner, and I sang my little heart out fucking all night. You know what I mean? Like until the bitter end. And that was the first night because I wasn't driving. I got a ride from somebody at the bar, and so because I wasn't driving, I wasn't like slamming beers, but I had way more than I would have if I had been driving. Put it that way. If that makes sense.
And that's kind of like the thing with like me and Amy with our relationship. You know, she doesn't drink much,
right?
And I do, so it's like, you know, I didn't marry her for this at all. So, you know, if she decides to fucking finally listen to an episode of the podcast, you know, this isn't why I married you. But with my wife, I have a built-in designated driver.
Yeah. And that's like, and that's really basically a lot of times it just comes down to like, you know, personal responsibility and, you know, just taking care of what you need to take care of. So if I was going out and if I'm going out and I'm driving and I have to imbibe, you know, either one of two things happens. Either A, I don't drink enough to have a BAC that's going to cause problems on the way home. Even if I'm 30 seconds from home, we don't fucking carry a BAC that could get us in trouble. Or you wait until your BAC goes down to the level that it's not going to be a problem on the way home.
Well, and that's the thing.
Really
like, I know
that's all you can do.
From when we visited Kansas City back in May, I know that's how you operate. Like, I was fucking knocking beers back. And
you tell me, Joe. Tell them how I actually drink, because everybody likes to think that like I'm this fucking crazy wild man. Fucking like, tell them how I actually drink.
So I'm gonna go back to my exact explanation of this podcast: a pothead, a drunk, and an in between walk into a bar. Jay's the fucking in between point, because he's both a pothead and a drinker, but he knows how to imbibe responsibly. So like every time we'd go to his little local watering hole, the few times we did it when I was out there, I would be, 3-4 beers in and he'd still be working on his first beer. Now, again, I'm not driving, so I'm not focused on that. Like, because I'm not the one getting behind the wheel of a fucking vehicle. I don't give a shit how much I drink.
Right. That is correct.
I only care I care enough about how much I drink to the point of I'm not going to drink to the point where I'm going to get fucking arrested.
Right. Like, yeah, we're not going to fucking be stumbling around and falling over drunk. But that was like me on Friday night. I was able to have a few more than I normally would have had, like easily, because of the levels that it doesn't matter how, inebriated or not inebriated you feel, your blood still carries the alcohol, and it will say and it'll get you in trouble if you're not careful. So you have to,
Well, LA for me, a lot of the times it was if I didn't have duty the next day or have to do anything specific the next day, I would drink when I was in. If it was like Sundays, 100% Sundays, if I had to work on a fucking Monday, I wasn't drinking on a Sunday.
Yep. Sunday, I usually cut myself off after like the football games on fucking Sunday, like the afternoon football game.
Once the 4:25 games, the midday games are done. That's typically, even now.
That's it.
That's typically when I'm like, nope, we're done, and I'm not having it.
Because you got to get up for fucking PT the next day. Like, that shit don't fucking fly. That shit don't fucking fly. Like,
so, and now, like, yeah. So, but John, I know you were going to dive down a fucking road here.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I just want to say too. I just started watching Manhunt. It's the show about John Wilkes Booth, and
what's that on?
Apple TV Plus. If you need the password, I got you.
I was going to say it's your turn to share a password, John.
Yeah, I got you. It's actually
your friendly neighborhood Jay's broke his shit. So
yeah,
he needs help.
The show starts off right at the assassination, so and then it just kicks off, and I just want to say what's interesting is that when you look at the things that happened then and look at the way that security is handled now,
Mm-hmm.
Big fucking difference. It's so crazy, after, and I think I need to do a little fact checking, because obviously these shows like to romanticize some of the things about it, but security people are still trying to get assassinated out here for some odd reason. It doesn't make sense. But there is a new crime drama out.
Okay.
And I'm calling it a crime drama. It's not a comic book show.
What it is.
Yeah, it's not a comic book show. There is no Batman. They didn't even say his name.
No, they did.
They did?
Like 3 times within the first 30 minutes, Batman's name popped up.
Oh, no shit. I didn't even because I was so sucked in.
It was like the opening sequence for the episode. It popped up like Batman saved the day, because it started out at the explosions at the end of the Batman with Pattinson.
Yeah, it takes place like directly after. I think like a week or something like that. And man, I mean, when you really take part of the equation out, you get a little scared sometimes. But then when you come up with a recipe that really works, that doesn't have to involve anything out of the realm of reality, it works.
Okay.
I'm still stuck on the fact that that's fucking Colin Farrell.
Yeah. And
I heard he was doing that. And like well, for the movie and then obviously for the show, but it really doesn't look like him. It really does not look like him.
The fucking makeup team behind putting him into that fucking shit.
Well,
fucking did it.
Squeezy, you saw the scene. There was a whole fat suit that he's wearing. He's wearing a whole, and they had him naked in one scene, and you could see the detail of the suit itself. It's absolutely incredible.
Well, he wasn't fully naked.
No, he had,
he was tied up in a chair in his fucking boxer shorts.
His stomach just hanged over his dick, you know?
Because that's what Italians do.
Yeah. Now, I have to say, Sophia Falcone is one of the craziest and best written villains, bad people, and whatever it is that I have ever seen in a TV show, ever.
Well, even the version of Sophia Falcone from Gotham, when that was airing.
It's crazy.
They hit Sophia Falcone spot on. The one Batman related show before now, like this is or DC Comics Batman universe. So this 100% great show. I love the first episode. They've done amazing so far. I can't wait to see where the rest of this show goes.
Yeah.
And hopefully it does good enough to where Warner Brothers and fucking HBO decide to continue doing seasons of it, because honestly, it was a hell of a lot better than that fucking shit show of a fucking Batman movie.
Fucking A.
No, I have my own opinions on it, but we're not going to get into it. But the show, I swear to God, and I had a conversation with someone the other day. L.A. Thornton, Gotham was actually, for its time, it was good.
Was it earlier this year? I did a whole fucking breakdown of it because I watched the whole fucking show in fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah, and now, but man, like I want more of this. I want more Gotham City stories that don't involve Batman.
Give me TV shows based off of the fucking villains, based off of his fucking
well, the mafia perspective is cool too, because like when you really think about it, we've always gotten like the weird supervillains like Mr. Freeze, the Joker. We never really got in depth with like the Maronis, the Falcones, and even like the Sionuses.
Even Cobblepot. I mean,
and that whole family, they were Gotham royalty.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Penguin, he was one of the fucking weird characters to a degree, but he wasn't necessarily a fucking, weird villain.
He's a socialite.
He's a socialite and a fucking, he was a mobster also. Like the Penguin was a fucking mobster. He started off working for the Falcones, even in the fucking comics. If you really dive into his backstory, he started off working for the Falcone crime family and moved his way up. And that's what I enjoy with this show so far. We've only gotten one episode, so, there's going to be a lot more to come. But, with this show so far, we've kind of dove into it. We're diving into that backstory and Penguin rising up to be the criminal he is.
They did a good job. The crime drama, the grittiness, the cinematography, they did it right with this, and I hope that they keep this theme. I honestly, I'd be happy if they didn't make another Batman movie and they kind of just kept it like this. You know what I mean?
What was your thoughts on fucking Maroni from the first episode and the actor that they cast for Maroni?
I would have never put him into that role. I would have never thought like,
because that was what fucking John Clancy Brown, right?
Yep, John Clancy Brown. And listen, they got a good cast in here. They got a really good cast. Again, I just really enjoy the old school mafia gritty tale. You know,
Yeah.
It really resonates. You know what I mean? Like we have like movies like The Godfather and Goodfellas,
Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs. You know, these type of movies where they talk about a closeness and family, but a loyalty to the
The life.
word. Yeah, the life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Loyalty to the life. It's kind of like being in the fucking infantry. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
kind of like being in the infantry. It's like, hey, dude, like we all love our families. We're all we try to stay like as tight knit as we can, but the life, you know what I mean? Like the life.
Man, great
So,
show.
yeah.
Great show.
Fucking A.
I mean, it was definitely, it was weird when I saw fucking Clancy Brown fucking as Salvatore Moroni. Like, it was like, the fuck?
What's the what streaming service is this one on?
HBO.
Well,
Max. So stupid.
Well, what pisses me off, so
I hate it.
I'm gonna go on a fucking
it looks
rant
like the
here for a minute.
Cinemax logo.
I'm going to go on a fucking rant here for a minute. So HBO Max used to be its own standalone streaming service. And then there was also Discovery Plus, which was for like the Discovery network of fucking channels. Well, when HBO, Warner Brothers, and fucking Discovery kind of merged, they rebranded as Max. You can no longer just subscribe to HBO Max. You subscribe to Max, but you can still get a standalone subscription to Discovery Plus.
Discovery Plus got some good shit too. I'm gonna say that.
Hey, what's going on from the dungeon? We see you, buddy.
My man.
Wow.
Hey, we got another. We got. It's just a good fucking day.
Good day. Must be a good day.
So, want to dive down the health and taking care of yourself fucking route real quick, Jay?
Yeah, we can. Yeah,
dive into
then,
that fucking...
I can. Yeah, I can do. Yeah, because then we can do that, and I can go into my roadhouse, and then we can start getting towards the end of the show. So
yeah, just as long as nobody talks about their baby oil collection, we're good.
Dude, fuck P. Diddy. Fuck that fuck that stupid cocksuck, dude.
Yeah,
fuck
he's gonna be a couple times. He's being moved to Newark, New Jersey. How about that?
What a fucking little pussy. Little pussy couldn't fucking handle GP, could he? Couldn't handle Gen Pop, could you, motherfucker? Talking all that shit and all them fucking rap songs. Fucking, you're scared of fucking Gen Pop. You fucking pussy. Don't do the crime if you don't want to do the time, bitch. Like,
from the dungeon, I will dive down the fucking PS5 rabbit hole here in a fucking little bit, or on another fucking episode. I don't think we've got time.
No.
For me to go on that fucking rant right now.
No, especially since I'm getting the 30th year anniversary one too. I'm just saying, but
I've already pre-ordered it myself.
Yep, let's go. Let's fucking go.
Fucking go. Send it. Fucking send it.
So, you know, we've kind of dove down this topic here a lot lately with taking care of ourselves, making sure we're doing what we need to, because none of us, you know, me, Jay, John, our entire fucking audience, the Discord, none of us are fucking young anymore.
No,
we're all, you know, mid-30s and up for the most part. We're falling apart. We're fucking broken. We're bruised. We're battered.
Losing teeth.
Losing fucking all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
So,
but
Jay,
things happen, and sometimes you know, things can come out of nowhere and hit us, and you don't realize you have a problem until either it's too late or you barely made it by a cunt hair. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And this week,
hair.
Well, this week I lost one of my buddies from my platoon on my first deployment when I was still a mechanic and attached to the engineers. He did not take his own life. He apparently had a stroke. And
shit. How old was he?
I think he was just a little bit younger than me. So he was in his 40s, but I think he was just a little bit younger than me. So 41, 42, probably something like that. Mm. And there's nothing you can do about it. You'll never see it coming. You know, aneurysms, strokes, heart attacks. they happen. I personally know a former Marine who was EOD. He basically died on doing a PT run. He went into cardiac arrest. He went into cardiac arrest. He lived. He's still alive. But the only reason he lived is because a Navy corpsman happened to be fucking running behind him when he collapsed, and they did like life-saving stuff to him. And motherfucker has a pacemaker now, and he's my age. We graduated high school together. He's my age, 43. He's had that pacemaker for a decade at this point.
Puts so much into perspective, man.
Well, we're not getting any younger, and sometimes these problems will manifest themselves like at whenever the fuck, right? So like you can't predict a fucking stroke. You can't predict a heart attack or an aneurysm. So when we talk about taking care of ourselves, like, yes, we like to joke around and have fun on the show. You know, we smoke our weed, we drink our beer, whatever. But when we talk seriously about serious stuff, there does need to be a little bit of a dividing line, and that's where we kind of like, you know, we take off the kayfabe from the podcast and we talk a little bit more seriously about like, yeah, maybe I do need to lose a couple pounds. Maybe I do need to drink less. Maybe I need to smoke less cigarettes or whatever that, you know, drink less soda or less energy drinks or whatever that thing is. Maybe I need to get my ass back in the fucking gym a little bit more often than I'm doing it right now. Yeah. Whatever that stuff is for the individual's life. Okay. But it becomes glaringly apparent when stuff like this happens. Like I love my buddy, but we're mourning for him and his family right now. And it happened that fast. It just happened that fast. It's like imagine like just going to sleep and you don't wake up. Like that's it. Yep. That's fucking it. And so, our goal is to make it a lot fucking longer than our 40s, right? Yeah, the goal is to make it a lot fucking longer than our 40s. And so
150.
If we're going to do that, we have to pay a little bit better attention of what we're putting in and taking out of our of our bodies, and paying a little bit more attention to what our bodies are telling us, you know, on a day-to-day level.
Yeah. So. And you know, that's the thing, like, you know, for me and John also, like, you know, John's going down this fucking road with me. I've been quitting my fucking chewing tobacco. I haven't had a fucking actual pinch or fucking chew in 2 months now. It's been officially 2 months this past Friday. So I've been using the snus stuff for fucking for the 2 months. Well, not that exact snus. These little on fucking pouches. I started at the 8 mil pouches. I'm down to the 2s. I've got 2 cans left of these. I just opened this one this morning. I've gotten to the point where now this 1 can lasts me fucking a week and a half.
No shit.
And when I was dipping, I was 2 cans a fucking day. Just 2 months ago. 2 months ago, 2 cans of chew a day.
That's a lot, bro.
And when you look at, so there was a study and it was done. 1 can of chewing tobacco equivalates itself to Jesus Christ from the dungeon. 1 can of chewing tobacco equivalates is the equivalent of 3 packs of cigarettes as far as like nicotine content's concerned.
Yeah.
So I was legitimately, if we were considering it smoking, I was smoking 6 packs of fucking cigarettes a day.
Right.
In nicotine.
Right. With nicotine, yes. Yes.
So, that's
horrifying. That's fucking horrifying, Joe.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
It's fucking horrifying now that I'm looking back at it. And I've been doing that since I was fucking 15 years old. 20 fucking years.
It's never too late. It's never too late. Until it's too late.
Until it's too late. But, you know, I made this, I decided on my own, time to fucking quit. I fucking have stuck to it this time. This isn't the first time I've tried to fucking quit. I just, every other time, I wasn't in a fucking spot where it was the right time to do it. but I've started doing this. I'm hitting the fucking gym every morning. Well, weekday mornings.
That's okay.
Weekends are my fucking time.
Hey man, like
you don't want to push yourself too fucking hard, because the way you're going to get hurt is by overdoing it.
Every study that comes out says if you work out 3 to 4 times a week, you're like already way ahead. If you go more than that, like 5+ times a week, you're even farther ahead of that.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm getting up. I went from, I struggled to get out of fucking bed by fucking 7 o'clock in the morning every day.
Right.
To I'm up fucking feet on the fucking carpet at 5 a.m. out the door by 5:15, heading to the fucking gym, back through the door at 6:15, 6:20. Right. Like my wife's in the shower getting fucking ready for her to go to work as I'm coming back from the gym. Like, you know, I've started doing that. We've started eating better.
Good. That's well, yes,
we're doing all these things. Now, my wife did bitch at me this week. So I talked a little bit about it last week. I, backed a Kickstarter for a smart ring. And I backed this because of the data it provides. And then also I've got a really nice fucking watch collection that I don't ever wear any of them because I'm always wearing my fucking Apple Watch for the fucking health tracking metrics. She did bitch a little bit about that to me because, I mean, that was $200. I mean, with me backing the Kickstarter, which the project's done, the ring's officially shipped. This is their second generation of this ring. But, the thing is, it's like she's talking shit because I spent $209. Like I saved $90 by backing it through Kickstarter versus just buying it once the pre-orders started.
Right.
So this is the second generation of it. It's a fucking ring. It's nothing super fucking fancy, but it's got, heart rate monitoring, sleep apnea monitoring, fucking, all this other fucking cool shit.
So like, that's pretty cool. I have sleep apnea, and like seeing like an automatic sleep apnea monitor in a ring. That's good.
Well, what it's using is it's using like your body movement and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And your heart rate and your blood oxygen levels and stuff like that to determine if you're at risk for it. So it's not really monitoring your sleep apnea. It's determining the risk level you are for having sleep apnea. Well, I mean, yes, that is a very valid point from the dungeon. So, it's one of those things. I got the matte black, but that's just because I'm fucking, like
black goes with everything.
Yeah. Like, I mean, right now that's just the sizer to determine that that's the correct fucking size for the fucking finger.
Yeah.
Because initially I was just going to fucking wear it on my fucking ring finger where my wedding band typically is. And the wife didn't fucking appreciate that very much. So that quickly changed to now I'm just going to fucking wear 2 rings.
Nothing wrong with that.
Because, happy wife, happy life.
Yes. I'm aware. That's why Jay's single right now.
I mean, so that's an add-on. So when you get the ring, it comes with like AirPods or most of your wireless headphones. It comes with just like a battery bank charging case that you plug in. The case has a built-in battery in it also, so you can charge it. Shit like that. You can purchase this charging dock to just leave on your nightstand, kind of thing. But it's, it's water resistant. You can swim with it on. You can take a shower with the fucking thing on, all this other crap. I mean, for me, it's more like with my watch right now, I wear it to fucking sleep and it's fucking uncomfortable as shit. But I wear it to sleep so I can track my fucking sleep.
I like the ring protector they have here. It won't let me click on it.
Yeah, it's just like a clear fucking silicone fucking thing that goes over the ring.
Looks like it looks like my wedding ring.
But I mean, it's got fucking tech built into it. It's pretty interesting. Like the sizer, you can see, well, even from that picture, like you can see where It's got like these little knob pieces on the side, which, John, you're flipping through shit too fucking fast.
Where do you want me to stop?
Go back one more, right there. So like how it's got like these fucking notches and shit, but it's got like all the sensors and stuff are in the bottom where it goes under your finger. And you know, the thing is like this isn't the only smart ring on the market. So there's multiple different companies. Ultra Human, they have one. Aura, which is the biggest name out there right now for smart rings, and now Samsung, they just released their Galaxy ring. But with Aura and Ultra Human, to get all the functionality of the ring, you have to pay a fucking monthly subscription fee for all the fucking functionality to work.
They don't have like a lifetime payment.
And there's no lifetime fucking subscription or anything like that. With the Ring-Con, there is zero fucking subscriptions whatsoever.
Okay.
And the Ring-Con works with both Android and iOS. So whether you have a Samsung phone, a Google phone, or a fucking iPhone, you can still use the fucking shit.
Now I gotta kind of agree with From the Dungeon here. I would like that thing customized to look like the Green Lantern ring.
That'd be fun. It'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, let me. I got something I'd love to show you too. The new DJI Osmo. I mean, I've been a fan of the DJI cameras for a little while now, and they just came out with the Osmo Action 5.
Ooh. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go run to the little boy's room real quick.
1 second. Yeah, do your thing. Look at the quality of this thing, and it's not too far off than what I'm using now. I mean, I got the 4 right over here in my hand right here, and it doesn't look that much different. It's probably about the same size, but it's got like really nice sensors. Hey, you take it easy, Cleary. You have a good one, my man.
Fucking A. Good, Cleary. Be goddamn good.
Stay tuned for a cool little thing coming out sometime later this week.
Yeah, we will have something coming out later this week.
Yeah, so From the Dungeon, this is better than the GoPro, and it is $150 cheaper than the GoPro. And on top of that, this one is brand new, and it is the same price as the 4, right? Well, the 4 is most likely being dropped down in price because of the 5 coming out. But this thing, I mean, I've shot podcasts with it. I shot everything from the 420 Expo with it. I've shot wrestling footage with it. Outdoor footage. I've taken photos with it. It is one of the coolest cameras, and to be honest with you, the best camera I've ever used in my life. It's really good stuff, man. It's really good stuff, and I feel, and they actually, the one cool thing about DJI is that they have, you know, that movie that came out, Civil War.
Yeah, ish. I didn't watch it. You guys did. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, so they filmed that movie with this camera.
Interesting.
Yeah, so DJI is really good. They're really good with their cameras. It's actually something that, like, in the future, I'm kind of like, man, I would really, really, really like to have those just set up in a studio and just use them for podcasting, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, we'll see someday, won't we, John?
We will.
We'll see
No,
someday.
I'm not talking about Captain America: Civil War, although that was the better of the MCU movies. Would you agree, Jay?
That was my favorite so far. Is probably still Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
probably still Winter Soldier.
That was the one before Civil War, right?
If I'm being fair, and this is completely in line with everything you expect from your friendly neighborhood Jay, the MCU completely disappointed me. Most of the movies are fucking trash. I didn't waste a single fucking second of my time on most of the MCU movies because they fucking suck. And I don't need my goddamn intelligence insulted, especially with comic books that I grew up reading.
Like
so,
Batman.
I'm sorry, dude. Batman fucking sucked too. That movie was dog shit too. And and like, let's not even fucking go into the Star Wars fucking universe with how bad Disney is. Like,
we need
fuck Star Wars. Fuck Star Wars.
I watched this guy, right? His name is Star Wars Theory. And this guy is a George Lucas Star Wars fan. He's very outspoken, but all his points are they make sense. They're very valid. That's the right word. Valid
points. Yes.
Yeah. And so Forbes wrote an article and mentioned his name and said that he's ruining the Star Wars community by talking bad about the Acolyte, and that apparently anyone who dislikes the Acolyte is a bigot. And so I guess I'm a fucking bigot then.
Forbes is like these
Star Wars Theory is he is a very
this is a common theme in the United States of America, regardless of what industry we're talking about. Right now, we're talking about the movie and entertainment industry.
Yeah.
This could be in any other industry. When the fucking shareholders start having a say with what gets put out, the product fucking gets shitty real quick. Star Wars is fucking dead as a goddamn like universe right now because of like what they did to it. It's fucking dead. They don't even know if they're gonna they just announced they're not gonna start filming the next Star Wars movie until next year, and it could be canceled at any time.
Yeah,
because nobody's fucking interested anymore. Like Disney bought that fucking franchise, and in less than 10 years, they fucking tanked it. Like, that's shareholders. That's what corporations do, ladies and gentlemen. That's what corporations do to your good products. The things that you want, the things that you fucking need, the entertainment that you actually want to see. That's what happens when people in fucking suits in backroom fucking like board meetings that you never even fucking like get a chance to see or hear about. That's when they have a say, it gets ruined every fucking time.
I mean, that's what's got me so pissed off with like George Lucas. I understand why he fucking sold the rights to Star Wars because
I don't blame him for that. I don't blame him for that. He was explicitly promised they would take care of the franchise. They did not take care of the franchise. They fucking tanked it. They fucking tanked it. Dude.
And even some things like I did enjoy. Like I did enjoy The Mandalorian. I didn't enjoy the Book of Boba Fett. I didn't enjoy The Last Jedi.
I didn't enjoy Andor. And Andor was okay, but like Andor should have been like a 2-hour film. It did not need to be a season long.
Yeah, but you know this too. There were people who had no issue with shows like Andor and The Mandalorian, even the Book of Boba Fett, but they had an issue with the Acolyte. And it was just bad writing. It wasn't because of the representation. It was because of the bad writing.
If something fucking sucks, it just sucks, and it doesn't. Doesn't make it a bigot. Doesn't make you a bigot because it fucking sucked. Okay, like
thank you.
Like write a better fucking story, and maybe I won't talk so much fucking shit next time. I haven't seen a single second of The Acolyte because I already knew it was going to be fucking trash before it came out. I didn't waste my time with that bullshit.
Yeah. So, but you did put some time into something this week.
What did I do?
Your Roadhouse.
Oh. I did. I took a little trip since we had to pre-record before last Sunday. Yeah. I did. I took a trip.
So let's
let me go grab a beer. Yeah, let me go grab a beer. Hang on, John. I got you.
Oh, he already knows what's about to happen. The Roadhouse.
Shit, man. It's been a while. We haven't done a Roadhouse in a minute, have we?
No.
Roadhouse.
That's exactly what I was thinking when you fucking started saying that shit when you went to go grab a beer, John.
Man, here we
Peter Griffin Roadhouse.
Jay actually fucking went on an adventure fucking recently. Well, Bronco Busters, it's been a minute. I hope you guys are ready. We got some fun stories and some adventures, and we can talk about and hang out about. It's going to be fun here today at the Roadhouse. Why don't you pull yourself up to the bar here, order yourself some suds. I'm going to order a shot of whiskey, and we're going to get this day started proper. All right. So, due to the nature of our previous episode being pre-recorded, this actually happened about a week and a half ago at this point. But I had some friends, friends of the family and family friends, basically, visiting the Kansas City area a couple weeks ago, and they did not give me a choice. They said, "You are going to go to this football game with us," and the football game was Kansas State versus the Arizona Wildcats in Manhattan, Kansas, which is about not quite 2 hours away from Kansas City. So I got picked up by my family friends, and you guys want to hear something really funny? Like the actual adventure part? You guys will love this shit, dude. Like there was a little bit of a hiccup. So the first night, we were supposed to stay in Manhattan both nights. The first night, they have some family, and we stayed in this little tiny town called Wamego, Kansas.
What's going on, Wamigo?
Right? And it has a fucking Wizard of Oz museum. So we went to the fucking Wizard of Oz museum, right? And that was actually kind of cute. It was actually kind of cute. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was, maybe I'm just getting old and I don't mind going through like, like the little museums and stuff, but like it was kind of cute. Like, it was kind of cool. John, I can send you a couple pictures from this museum if you want to see them. But no, we stayed in Wamego the first night. After we got out of the Wizard of Oz museum, we went to next door was a taco place. It was called Toto's Tacos. Like Toto the dog. Toto's Tacos in Wamego, Kansas, and it was actually good. They made some delicious Mexican food. Like, I was very impressed. The next day, we traveled to Manhattan. We made it to the place that we were originally supposed to stay both nights at, but we made it to the place. Going into Manhattan was awesome. The atmosphere and the Kansas State fans were amazing. The stadium was fucking beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. One big difference was they do not allow alcohol in the stands. You have to drink at a beer garden, and there's only 2 in the whole stadium, and they're on opposite ends of the stadium. So if you want to drink a beer at a Kansas State game, you have to drink in these beer gardens, and they don't allow like alcohol in the stands. That sounds kind of lame, but
It's interesting.
From a security perspective and from having worked like Kansas City Chiefs games and shit,
It's understandable.
I think it's a smart move because the atmosphere was very jovial.
Yeah.
It was actually really cool. Arizona played like dog shit, like absolute dog shit. They were in the game for about the first half of the first quarter. And the rest of it, Arizona scored on their very first drive. That was exciting. It was their very first drive. They scored, and then they were kind of in it about halfway through the first quarter. After that, it was all K-State. Final score was like 31-7. Arizona never scored again. Really didn't like. This was not a happy introduction for Arizona being part of the Big 12 now. This game was scheduled years ago. So this year it does not count as a conference game, but this is the conference they're going to be in now. And the football team needs to definitely fucking like, you're going to have to fucking do a little bit better than that being in the Big 12 because K-State isn't the only one. You know what I mean? And I'm an Arizona Wildcats fan due to my upbringing in Tucson, but holy shit, like, boys, you got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. We'll talk more about the basketball season because obviously Arizona is traditionally a lot better in basketball anyways, but Manhattan was a beautiful town. We actually had Mexican food in Manhattan too, and that was delicious. That was a great restaurant, and their food was good. I've actually been really surprised with how much good Mexican food is actually out here in the Midwest. You have to search for it a little bit sometimes, but there's a lot of good Mexican food out here in the Midwest. And it always surprises me because growing up in Tucson, our average Mexican restaurant is like everybody else's like best. And our best Mexican restaurants are like, you won't find them anywhere else, if that makes sense. Kind of like Kansas City barbecue. You know what I mean? I've been spoiled with food for my lifetime, basically, as far as barbecue and Mexican is considered. So, but no, I had a great time. Everybody was very gracious. Everybody was very generous. Had good time with good people. Met some people I'd never met before, and we all had a good time together. And it was fun, and it was wholesome. It was very, very wholesome. So I was just happy to be along for the ride, I guess. And that's a little different. Normally Jay makes his own adventures sometimes. This one I got told I was going, and I was not given an option not to. So I was a little, all right, let's see how this goes. But it ended up being a really good time with really good people. Seeing the Wildcats play the Wildcats, like that was fun too. Even if it didn't work out so well for my Arizona Wildcats, it was still a good time.
Wait. So it's the Arizona Wildcats and Kansas State Wildcats.
Yep. And Manhattan, Kansas is right outside of Fort Riley. If you didn't know that, like this was like right outside of Fort Riley. This is where Fort Riley is basically like. And so like, yeah, so it was kind of like, it was cool. I had a good time, good people, you know what I mean? Like, and enjoyed everything. And this was an adventure that I wasn't exactly expecting to take, but it happened and we made it work. And here we are. So props to the Kansas State Wildcats on their victory in football over my guys. And we'll see how the rest of the season goes. And yeah. Oh, you like that? You like that Bushmaster? So the last line unit that I was in before I became an instructor, we were Bravo Company in 141 out of Fort Carson 4ID. We were 141. It was our battalion, but BCO we were the Bushmasters and Zero Foxtrot. This is a Zero Foxtrot shirt. Zero Foxtrot had this shirt and it said Bushmaster, and I was like, oh, well, that's what BCO was. So, you know, that's why we're the Bushmaster thing, because I was the last line unit I was in. I was a squad leader. I was a squad leader in this company on my last deployment when we went to Helmand Province. So I do wear it with pride. I do wear it with pride. Thank you from the dungeon. Thank you. And yeah, guys, that's about all I got for the Roadhouse. I just wanted to tell a short story, and Jay went on an adventure, and it was somewhat wholesome for fucking once. You know what I mean? Like ever. You know what I mean? So
you always go ahead, Squillini.
I was going to say, seeing as we're talking about, college football specifically here, I want to talk about two teams yesterday. One being my alma mater.
Who is?
Like North Carolina State Wolfpack.
Okay.
The other team being the actual team I own fucking gear for, because fuck my alma mater, because they suck.
Which is?
The Tar Heels.
Okay.
Born and bred a fucking Tar Heels fan.
Okay.
Only reason I went to fucking State is because the only college in North Carolina that offers engineering degrees is fucking North Carolina State.
And money.
No, because UNC, no. Here's the thing. Duke is the private school in North Carolina. UNC is considered a public school. UNC and State cost the exact same to go to.
Interesting.
It's just
Did not know that.
If you don't have the fucking money to go to the private medical school being Duke, you go to UNC to become a doctor. If you want an engineering degree, you're going to fucking State. At least if you're in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Obviously, my first fucking choice for college would have been fucking MIT, but I'm not that fucking smart. So yesterday, State plays fucking it was yesterday. State plays fucking Clemson. And got fucking destroyed 59-35.
Jesus.
UNC plays James Madison. I don't even know what fucking school that is.
I'll find out right now.
And UNC gets their ass handed to them.
That's James Madison is Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Okay, yeah, it's not even a fucking important school. Got it. Gets their ass fucking handed to them 70 to fucking 50. Like
a football score?
Jesus
Yes.
Christ, Jay.
Yeah, 70 to fucking 50.
120 fucking goddamn points got scored in that game. 120 points.
120 points in a college football game.
Oh, fuck no, dude.
It wasn't even a fucking pro game. It was a fucking college game. 70 to fucking 50. We lost by 20 fucking points.
And you
to
still
a school I never fucking heard of.
You lost by 20. I was taking a piss from the dungeon. You lost by 20 points and you still scored 50. You still scored 50. That's like,
I mean, that's still unheard of because we scored fucking 50. But fuck, neither my fucking alma mater nor my fucking actual team I pull for fucking won yesterday. It was just a fucking shit show all around. Before we went to our little Oktoberfest thing, we went to our local pub and grub. We were eating fucking lunch. And when we were there, both those fucking games were on. And I'm just sitting there like this, fucking drinking my beer with my fucking hands in my hand, my head in my hands, because I'm just like, how the fuck?
That's kind of how I felt at the Arizona game, except it was just kind of nice to be there while Arizona was getting their dick stomped. You know what I mean? Like, it was just kind of nice to be there.
And I'm really nervous for fucking next Saturday. Because with the fucking performance we put on against a no-name school yesterday for UNC, next Saturday UNC plays their fucking rivals being the fucking Blue Devils.
Oh, great. I got bad news. I got bad news for them fucking next week. I got bad news for Arizona next week. You know, Arizona had a bye week this week. Do you know who they're playing fucking next week? The Utah Utes. And like the Utes barely fucking eked out a victory last night. They won, but barely. But, like, the Utes are ahead of Kansas State in the rankings. Like, the Utes are, like, a top 10 team right now. And, like, if Arizona doesn't show up to that game, like, their season's over. Their season is over. Yeah. K-State, like, fucked them up. So if Arizona doesn't show up next week or next weekend, freaking, I got bad news for the season, homies. Fucking, it ain't going to get any better after that.
Now let's go into this fucking week for fucking professional football.
Yeah, here we go. All right, what do you got?
So first off, props to fucking Rodgers and the Jets on Thursday night.
They made it happen.
They made it 24-3 against the fucking Patriots.
They made it happen. They shut them down. They shut them down.
First fucking win since Rodgers joined the fucking Jets.
Yep.
So, you know, with Rodgers behind in the QB fucking one slot. So, which, I mean, that's not much. I mean, because fucking, if we look last season, Rodgers fucking made 4 plays and then was fucking out for the rest of the season. But today, I mean, we've got a pretty decent lineup. As far as 1:00 games, there's not a lot that I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch the Eagles Saints game, which actually comes on in like fucking 8 minutes here.
I'm curious about the Saints game too, because that's who we've got on Monday Night Football on October 7th, and I've already signed up to work that game.
Yeah. So we've got the Eagles Saints game. I'm going to fucking watch the Giants Browns. I'm going to watch that game just because I think it was the Browns that we played the first week, and we fucking blew them out the fucking water. And then
what the fuck happened last week, bro? Like, what the fuck happened last week? You guys got dick stomped. You guys got
Saints did the same thing to us that they did to the fucking Panthers, but with the Panthers, it was fucking expected.
I felt bad for you that day. I was like, did you see how fucking barely the Chiefs eked out their little victory? They are the 249 other teams had been in the same situations that the Chiefs had been in. They all lost.
Yeah.
The Chiefs won that game. So it's like one win with 249 losses. with a certain series of stats during the game.
By 1 point. Y'all beat the Bengals by one motherfucking point.
Not just by 1 point. We had no business winning that game. That was the Bengals game to lose, and the Bengals lost. Like I still don't know how they lost that game because like we were never in it. We were never in that game. I was at the stadium that day. I was in the penthouse doing security.
That's why we fucking pre-recorded.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons we pre-recorded. And I was in the stadium watching the game live at the stadium, and we were really never in that game. Like we had no
I'm more nervous
fucking business winning that game.
I'm more nervous for the Cowboys for the December 15th game.
Oh, will you stop from the dungeon? She's a nice lady. Will you stop? Oh, will you stop?
Okay, we're going to ignore the fucking Taylor Swift comment from the dungeon. I'm more nervous for the December 15th game that the Cowboys have because
who are they playing?
The Panthers in Carolina. I'm at that game. I've got tickets for that game.
Why are you nervous about it? You don't want to go there with all your Cowboys gear? You like what?
No, because I'm nervous right now because of the fucking way the team's looking.
They're playing the Panthers, dude. They're going to win like 2 games this year. They're going to win like 2 fucking games. Why would one of them be against the fucking Cowboys?
Well, first off, I do pull for the Panthers when they're not playing the fucking Cowboys, obviously, because that's the fucking home state team.
That's fair. I'm asking why you're nervous.
Because they finally decided this fucking number 1 pick they grabbed fucking last year, Bryce Young, isn't the fucking quarterback they thought he was, and they've benched him the rest of the fucking season.
We'll see how they do. Who are they playing today?
They're putting fucking Dalton into the fucking QB1 slot.
We just picked up Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's back on our Kareem Hunt is now on our practice squad.
No, we did not pick up fucking Kaepernick.
We just picked up Kareem Hunt, and he's on our practice squad now, because we our running back broke his fucking fib fucking whatever the fuck in the game. So we're out our main running back right now. So we had no business. The Chiefs looked like shit. It was the worst game Patrick Mahomes has had that he's finished. So for every game that Patrick Mahomes has played in the NFL since he got there, in games that he has finished, that he has gone to the end of the game in, he had his worst game ever. I still do not know how we fucking won. Still do not know how we were never in it. We had a scoop and score on defense. We had a defensive score. That defensive score saved the game for us because we were never in it. It wasn't even close. It was, John, this is one of those games where it was basically all Cincinnati. They had the momentum the whole time. They had the drive, all the shit. And then they made a couple mistakes and we had a defensive score that kept us in the game. And then it came down to a field goal at the end and the Chiefs made the field goal. I cannot describe to you how bad the Chiefs played. We won the game. We won the game.
Good.
But I'm glad we won. I'm glad we won, obviously. But it was talk about bringing up old Chiefs fan PTSD, dude. Where it was did you guys even fucking show up? Did you guys even fucking show up today?
It's Kansas City PTSD.
Yeah, basically, dude. I'm just what the I was fully expecting to walk out of the stadium that night after work with a loss on our record, and it was because we did not play very well that day, and we still eked out a victory. So we'll see how they do against the Falcons tonight on Sunday Night Football. So for all of you football fans out there, if you whether you love the Chiefs or you love to hate them, the Chiefs and the Falcons are going to be on Sunday Night Football tonight. What is it? It's on Peacock, right, John? Sunday Night Football.
I believe so.
Sunday Night Football is on Peacock. So if you have Peacock or NBC, you should be able to see the Chiefs Falcons tonight, and imbibe responsibly. Imbibe responsibly. Oh, which one is that?
This is Milo.
That's Milo.
He's the nice one.
Did you guys ever see Milo and Otis as kids? Did you ever see the movie Milo and Otis? I saw that shit in the movie theater. I saw that shit in the movie theater.
That's why his name is Milo.
I had to ask.
Oh man.
So I mean, and real quick from the dungeon, I did do the fucking research, and no, The fucking last thing that's ever reported Cowboys picking up Kaepernick was from fucking 2022.
Yeah, Kaepernick's not going to play again. He's done.
No.
Yeah.
He's done. He's not coming back.
Even that bullshit that he tried to pull.
He got blacklisted. That it's so obvious. Like they don't officially acknowledge that he got blacklisted, but it's clear he got blacklisted.
Yeah, because no fucking teams picked him up since.
Yeah.
Well, because he got blacklisted. Nobody that's what I'm saying.
Nobody wants him.
It's not that nobody wants him. He could probably be about 10 years ago, he still would have been good. He still would have been good about 10 years ago.
But the thing is, he's after what he pulled when he got blacklisted that caused him to get blacklisted. He's too much of a liability for any fucking team to pick his ass up.
Pretty much. And he's way too old now.
The only thing that's more of a liability than fucking Kaepernick is fucking Diddy around fucking 15-year-olds.
Yeah, or like fucking Aaron Hernandez. You know what I mean? Like he'd be a liability. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's fucking dead. So whatever.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you're probably going to ask about the Yankees too. I will say this:
the Royals are on a 6-game skid right now. Like we had the wild card like in the bag, and now now this next week coming up, John, we have to win some games because like we lost last night to the Giants 9-0.
You're down at the bitter end. That's it.
Dude, we're about to fucking blow our fucking wild card fucking spot, dude. Like we're on a 6-game skid right now. 6 fucking games in a row.
It's bad. John. And then like for the Yankees, they're definitely like in the mix for the World Series, but they're not like the top favorite right now. No. So like I was looking into some stuff. They're like their odds are at like positive 450, and that's decent, but that's not as high as the Dodgers, who are the favorites right now. And even though the Yankees have a solid squad, Judge, Soto, and Stanton, they're all there, but it's not going to be easy. They got to deal with the Astros and the Guardians. They'll probably gonna in the end probably face off the Dodgers or the Phillies. So there's contenders for sure. So they'll need to really hit their stride to get through all of that competition. But the bottom line, if you're feeling good, the Yankees, if you're a betting man, there might be a payoff for you.
I'm keeping my eyes on the fucking Yankees.
I would still say the Royals are probably going to make the wild card.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to miss the playoffs, but they're on the line, and do not, if you're a betting person, do not expect to see the Royals go past the first round, because every time they play a team that is comparable to them in talent or whatever, we lose. We have lost. So every time, and it's like they they're underachieving. They're underachieving.
Jokes continue.
Dude, fuck P. Diddy. Fuck P. Diddy. Fuck the East Coast. Fuck fucking
Hey, whoa, calm down.
No.
Wait a minute.
Fuck the East Coast as a whole, fucker.
Tupac called that shit in the fucking mid-90s before he died. Tupac called this shit. Fuck all that shit.
Called that shit, and then fucking Diddy had him killed.
All that shit. And if you're down with them, fuck you too. All right.
I'm an East Coaster, born and bred, raised and dead.
I got nothing for you, homie. I don't know what
he said. He said, "Fuck us, Squeeline."
I said, "Fuck everybody." If you're down with fucking like Biggie Smalls and Junior Mafia and fucking like all that shit. No. Pac called that shit. Pac called it. He called it.
He did. I
love you. I don't actually hate the East Coast. I love you.
You. Kansas City's Midwest.
Kansas City's Midwest. Tucson is like adopted West Coast.
Yeah.
So like where I grew up,
those of us on the East Coast, we consider fucking Arizona the fucking West Coast.
Well, obviously where I grew up, Arizona is heavily influenced by California because we're right fucking there. Mm-hmm. Okay, so like when there are plenty of East Coast rap groups that I listened to in the 90s, I promise. Okay, like I'm not crazy. Okay, but Tupac was right. Tupac was right, and he's been dead for fucking almost 30 years.
Fucking wrong because Tupac was fucking right.
He said it's mid coast.
It kind of
Kansas City is no coast.
I've heard. What did we say last week? It's Kansas City is the easternmost western city, and St. Louis is the westernmost eastern city.
Oh,
And
interesting.
and they're both in the same state in Missouri, obviously, but it's flip flop like that. Like St. Louis has a very different vibe than Kansas City does.
Yeah.
And
People in St. Louis are fucking assholes. People in Kansas City are fucking nuts.
okay. Oh, hold on.
I've been to St. Louis more than I've been to Kansas City.
I am not a huge fan of St. Louis, but I don't think all that is St. Louis's fault. That's just
And Mark McGuire fucking fans are a bunch of dickheads.
fuck Mark McGuire, dude. Like fuck.
Yeah, he's a cheater.
Not even because he cheated. He's just a pussy. That's it.
Mhm.
Like you're like a fucking 6'8" fucking giant, like a fucking oak tree, and like fuck him. No.
Oh man, this was an explosive show.
Fuck Diddy. Fuck Diddy.
Fuck Diddy. So just
Fuck Diddy and anybody that Diddy's little boys.
Yup.
They finally got the diddler.
They finally got the fucking.
They got the master diddler in the case of Diddy.
Yo,
did he do it or did he not?
Yeah, and, that's actually good. We're about to get to our final. I just got to say though, this whole thing, this whole thing that's happening with Diddy, right? Like he. There seems to be a what do they call that? A repeating of history with a certain list and a certain group of people who are on this list, and it's happening all over again.
I was gonna say, from what I've seen this week alone, the people that were on fucking Diddy's list are the same people that were on the fucking Epstein list.
Yeah.
The exact same group of motherfuckers were on both fucking lists.
With a few additions, but for the most
I think
part,
Mark Wahlberg was a new addition. But
Jay's biting his tongue really hard right now. Jay's just gonna bite his tongue on this one, because none of this is new information. This has all been out for years. It's the same with what's that producer cocksucker's name? Weinstein.
Oh, that piece of shit.
If you run with those circles, if you interact with those circles, none of this shit was new information. People have known for fucking literal decades.
Yeah. That's why I like this. Method Man says separate the artist from the man. He did wonders for hip hop. I'm like, what? You're telling people to go get cheesecake at 2 a.m? Like, he was doing bad shit to people. You just don't do bad shit to people. You just don't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
So
it's the same with like the people from like the '70s show, writing letters to the judge over the rapist fuck. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like, dude, I don't care. I don't care if we were hanging out, chilling since the crib. Okay, if you're my friend or my brother or whatever, and you fucking pull some shit like this, dude, like you're gonna see, you're not gonna see me writing a fucking letter to a judge like on your behalf ever.
And that's the thing. It's like it wasn't everybody from that cast, because like Topher Grace didn't fucking write a letter. And I feel like Topher Grace. I like Topher Grace as a fucking actor. I feel like he's gotten some shit roles over the year. Like his fucking Eddie Brock and the fucking Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies was just fucking crap.
Not a good look. Look. But yeah, like that's why I'm holding my tongue, because it's like a lot of this stuff is just if you pay attention, if you read between the lines, people already knew this for years.
Yeah.
And and the fact that it took this long, money clearly has played a part in the de-evolution of our little society here in the United States, because when people like Diddy stay free, and it's only now that he's fucking in jail and getting denied bail. You know what I mean? Like it hurts my heart, because like that there's no justice in that. There's no fucking justice.
Yes, from the dungeon. Boycott Linkin Park. Their new singer fucking sucks. And
Linkin Park has always sucked. I don't give a fuck, and I'm sorry for everybody that are fans of Mr. Bennington. Dude, Linkin Park has always sucked. And if you fucking listen to their music, I feel sorry for you, because you probably already feel fucking sorry for yourself. Okay?
All I've got to say is, in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Fuck that band. Fuck that band from the fucking beginning. Made it fucking popular to feel fucking sorry for yourself. Like, fuck that fucking band. Fuck Linkin Park, dude.
Now,
fuck that band.
In other news, y'all want to know the fucking, before we hit the final thought here, You want to know the new fucking chronicle of the fucking Joe's fucking townhouse?
What?
My
What?
fucking AC's broken again.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Good thing it's gonna start getting cool fucking out soon, I guess.
I've had my fucking
you
thermostat set to 65 for the last 2 days. You want to know what
open up your windows?
You want to know what the fucking temperature is inside the fucking townhouse right now?
I don't know. I really don't. But what is it?
75.
I wish it was
higher
7.
than what I've got my fucking thermostat set to.
Open your windows, dude. Open your fucking windows.
The worst
I
part
like
is it's fucking
75
80 degrees outside right now. Opening my windows isn't going to fucking help.
I like 75 degrees.
At fucking night, Joe. Jesus Christ, at night. At night.
It won't help at night either because it's still not getting down cold enough.
I fucking hate you. I don't hate you. I hate your fucking goddamn property management company. How about that?
So, like I told Amy earlier, when I went to, because she called me out, that's why I stepped out for the second time. And I told her, I was like, I'm not fucking calling the emergency maintenance line. I'm going to go up to the fucking office and I'm going to throw a fucking hissy fit in the morning. I'm not dealing with this on my fucking Sunday. I want to watch fucking football. I don't want to fucking deal with my fucking air conditioning. I said, we'll go to the fucking bar, we'll have some fucking drinks, and we'll watch the fucking game there where their fucking AC works properly. We'll come home, we'll come upstairs where we've got 2 fucking window units where it's cooler than the fucking downstairs for God knows what fucking reason, even though fucking heat rises.
This is what they're saying to you. This.
You like watching people get fucked for free? Watch me fuck up Mark Kerr for free on DonKingTV.com. Live Saturday, September 27th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. DonKingTV.com. I'm going to fuck him up. I'm going to put these hands right around his face and beat his ass. You watch us live for free. DonKingTV.com.
Did he actually win that fight, or did Mark Kerr fucking?
No, I think he lost. I think he actually lost that fight.
It's fucking Mark Kerr, dude. Like,
I think he did lose that fight.
You're gonna talk shit about Mark Kerr like that, dude? Like, I got bad news for you, dude. Did you see the Rock made a movie and he's playing Mark Kerr?
Oh yeah, yeah, I did see that.
He's playing. Yeah, the Rock is playing Mark Kerr. Yeah.
You want to say something to the audience?
What's up, Milo?
No.
Milo. What's up, buddy? Where you at, Milo? Milo. It is Sunday. We are in church.
Yep, and now this is you guys are about to watch football. I'm about to continue more work, and yeah, who got the final thought today?
And don't forget, after the final thought, don't forget we need to plug the thing that we're doing tomorrow.
We'll say that right now. So tomorrow we're going to start doing our new interview pre-record. It will be with Crazy Ace TV. We are recording that tomorrow, so expect that within the next couple days.
It will come out.
So this is our new series.
Midweek, sometime around midweek, we will have.
And this is the new DD214 Network series, which is DD214 Presents. So definitely tune into those episodes. That's where we're going to have our fucking guests going forward. It's going to be letting them talk about everything they've dealt with. Their life, liberty, their pursuit of fucking happiness, fucking their military careers, their non-military careers, whatever it may be.
And it will probably, we will still probably make jokes because we always do, but it will probably be a little bit less tongue-in-cheek than we normally are. So the kayfabe that we normally do here is going to be dropped probably substantially.
It's going to be a more serious.
Yeah. Like we're going to have a talk versus we're just going to fuck around and drink beer and joke around. So,
I mean, I'm still going to drink beer, but
that's not what it was. Joe, love you guys. All right, Joe, you ready?
Yep.
Let's hit it.
All righty, everybody. So, great episode this week so far. We every week we talk about our mental health, mental well-being, making sure to check in on our battle buddies, and taking care of ourselves as a whole. We've started diving deeper into personal health over the last several episodes, the last 2 months, more or less. Since
it has been, it's been a running theme this summer. It's been a running theme this summer.
We're going down a new fucking road. And you know, like Jay, he lost a battle buddy of his this week to a stroke. We've all lost someone that we fucking love and care about. That's deep and near to our hearts. We're getting into the colder months. The fall's coming in. The winter's not too much fucking far behind. The holidays are coming up. We've got, you know, a bunch of things going on. It's a tough time for our nation as a whole, and us individually even. So with that, you know, if you're feeling down, depressed, sad, lonely, like there's nothing left to live for, you can always dial, call or text 988 for the suicide prevention hotline. They always have people there ready to talk and let you vent and listen to your trials and tribulations that you're going through personally. If you don't feel like talking to a stranger, if you feel like, you know, maybe talking to that stranger isn't going to be enough, reach out to somebody that's real close to you, a friend, family member, anything of that nature. If you're not feeling down and depressed, I'm a big proponent of this. Reach out to somebody you don't talk to frequently. Send a text message, make a phone call to an old friend that you haven't heard from in a while. That text message, that phone call might be that one thing that saves that life. You never know what others are going through unless they talk to you about it. So, you know, it's one of those things that we really want people to start doing, is looking out for their friends, their battle buddies, their old colleagues, coworkers, family members, even. So we just want to make sure that everybody is here for the next episode of the podcast, is here for their friends and family, their children, whichever way it may go.
Fucking A.
Absolutely.
Love it.
And with that, guys, we love you. Thank you so much for coming to another episode. Thank you guys for checking out the audio series that's been put up on YouTube.
Holy crap. We actually got like views.
We got
some views on that shit.
John, props to you, my friend.
Dude, seriously, like that came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, and I just want to say things are going to start looking better for us soon, because YouTube is now adding a new thing called the hype feature. And what that means, I'll send you the link, Squeezy. I know it looks a little weird, but
it's kind of like the fucking hype train fucking bullshit with
from
Twitch.
Mixer.
Twitch.
Hype Zone was Mixer.
The hype train feature, though, on Twitch is what
the hype train.
Looking at.
What this is supposed to be is that there's a hype button. You hit the hype button. It puts if the video is out for less than 7 days, and we have less than 500,000 subscribers, we get put into an algorithm as new content creators for people to check the algorithm.
New.
Well, and that's the thing. So new is a very loose term.
New for YouTube.
176 episodes under our belt. New.
But,
yeah.
But so with content, Jay, new is subscriber based, not how many episodes or how many videos you've released.
Yeah, I know. This is why you two the two of you handle this fucking shit. And like I stay
your talent and corporate. That's all you do.
And then we're just the logistical background for your talent and corporate.
Because I'm not even touching that, and you guys already know how I feel about a lot of stuff, and I don't care.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm just ready for us to get that fucking play button.
That's why I don't do that stuff, because I don't care enough. Like, I just don't care enough. You know what I mean? And that's, you guys do, and I'm here for all the support, and I will always be here. So that's what makes it fun for me, right?
Yep. And with that, we're gonna end that. We're gonna end on a light note, because that was a light note right there, and it's very rare when we have a light note. So see you guys in the 168 hours. We love you. Stay hydrated. Black socks.
Wrap it if you
tap
it
before you tap it.
Wrap it if you tap it. And if you don't got a fucking rain jacket for fucking little Johnny, dude, like, fucking don't be a dummy. Fucking shoot on her tummy. Okay, we're like, don't add to the population. Don't
subtract
fucking
from
subtract
the population.
Like, god damn it. Like,
If
fucking,
you end up in jail, make sure to call your fucking nearest fucking staff sergeant.
bro. And I hope your name isn't fucking Diddy.
That's right. Everybody have a good day. We love you from the dungeon. Thank you for coming. Everybody, LA Thorn, you guys are the best. Peace out.
We'll see y'all soon.